Good morning, my dear student. Welcome to the virtual class of Production and Operation Management. In this lecture, we are going to start. Our next topic is repetitive focus or assembly line focus. Okay, so here, first of all, the meaning of assembly line or repetitive focus or modular assembly means it is one type of, like, we have to assemble the product, we have to produce step by steps so that we can assemble a final product. It is one type of repetitive way of production through which we are producing a single product. Here, assembly line or repetitive focus or modular, here it includes production of separate parts moving from one workstation to another at a controlled rate following a particular sequence is need to build the product. Some of the examples are manual assembly of toys, appliances, and automatic assembly of components on a printed circuit board. It includes the production of repetitive parts moving from one workstation to another at a controlled rate. Like the example, common example is include like automobile or transportation equipment, household appliances, and electronics goods. For example, here how they are producing automobile in a repetitive focus. In the automobile industries, we can say that a final product which called car, we cannot produce this car in a single attempt, but we have to produce a different parts with a sequential way and then assemble as per the product made. We have to assemble these things and further going to the next step, and these steps continuously repeating in a particular way so that at the end we will get the final product. For example, in a car, they are first manufacturing to the machines or engine, then its body, then the wheel, then windows, etc. Likewise, they are step by steps producing the particular product in a repetitive way and assemble this product. So these types of production system called repetitive focus, assembly line, or modular. A classic assembly line is the repetitive process. It is a product oriented production process, continuous process that uses pre-prepared component of a product called modulus, because here they will decide before going to start any work, or here the repetitive system is fixed, sequences is fixed before going to manufacture any product. That's why we can use the word modular. Clear? Like here the characteristics of repetitive focus or modular. Today most assembly line are automated and they require a human worker only at the end, or in a simple word we can say that technologically whatever product we are producing with the help of very less employee and with the help of technology. So these types of system used in the repetitive focus, because in the car engine we cannot manually make this car engine, but we can make this product with the help of machineries, with the help of automatic machineries. So this system is also used in the repetitive focus or modular. So here the today most assembly lines are automated and they require a human workers only at the end of the process to inspect the product to make sure they are not defective. This is why assembly line is a valuable part of every major manufacturing industries in the world. Second part is they consist of functionally independent phases deployed in a given order in time, or in a simple word we can say that different parts of a single product make in a different area or in a different way, but at the end they can they are able to assemble these things. Okay, so every single parts manufactured independently or in a different department. The impli sorry, the elementary process activated consecutively at given interval of time follows through the task in the same order, or here we can say that every product has its time limit. Under that time limit they must be produced. Okay, a single parts cannot be produced in a different time duration, but in a same duration, so that they can easily assemble these things and make a final product. The operators and tools perform elementary operations that correspond to a single or small number of tasks. Here the advantages of assembly line process, like it is the repetitive operations lead to reduced training and supervision cost. Yes, it is the repetitive work of every single parts of the finished goods, so that here we can say that we do not require any training to the employees and supervision for the employees work, so that the cost of training and supervision will go down. Second is just in time inventory system is applied. Here every single products we have decided the time limit, so that it is possible that we can produce the finished goods at a given time, so that just in time inventory system is applied. Third one, it is very scientific. Yes, because automated work applied, so that it is very scientific. We cannot use any like manual method or any other things, but we are using the machineries and other things, so that it is very scientific way of producing the product. Fourth one, costs are known due to prior experience. Before producing the product, we know the final cost of the production, because we have the ultimate full idea about the production, full idea about the cost, so that here with the help of assembly line system we can easily find out the cost of the product. Fifth one is suitable for standardized product with customized requirement. For example, car, laptop, because we are able to produce the standard product and customized product. So it is suitable for the standardized product with customized requirements. Is it possible from the help of assembly line? Yes. Here trained operators are hired. Here whatever employees we are working, we are giving the work to the employees who are able to work, but it is necessary for the organization to get the trained operators or the experienced employees, because here they are going to use the machineries, they are working automatic system, so that trained operators are hired. We cannot directly new joining persons handle the give the work, so trained operators are necessary, so it is also advantages. Disadvantages, workflow is slow. Yes, because in a single work time we are giving time to every single product, and after preparing of a separate parts we have to assemble these things, which can affect the flow of production, so it workflow is very slow because of the assemble the product. Second one is the process is less flexible. Yes, process is less flexible because we have to done work with the help of automated machineries, and automated machineries cannot movable, cannot change, or it is not flexible, but wherever we fixed it, it will be for the longer period of time. So we can say that here we cannot change the production system very easily, but it will take time to change, so the process is less flexible. Third point of the disadvantages is increases investment, since special equipment is needed in the use of assembly line. Here we are using the latest technology, automated machinery, so that require lots of investment. So here we can say that investment is very high in assembly line process. It is the disadvantages. Fourth one is assembly line production is its inability to control waste and financial loss within the assembly line, because after starting the production system we cannot change the things, so that we can say that whatever wastages we are facing in the organization, it is because of the automated way. So we cannot control the wastage of the product and financial losses within the assembly line. Clear till here? Fifth one, large production runs increases chances for manufacturing mistakes that produce defective products a manufacturer can't sell. And many times it happens when we are not able to change the system of the machineries. We are by fault we are not able to change the proper way of the production, so it the fault for the final product. The final product will be for the longer period of time for the single product, so we are not able to sell that product. Many times happens these things in a multinational companies. For example, Volkswagen car, they have sell def- they have sold the car which has defects, engine defects, and they have manufactured this car in the world more than 6 lakh. And what happened? There are many complaints arising from the market, like these types of mistakes, these types of fault we have observed in the car, so that engineer has checked this fault in the car in every complaint. So they have found like there is a mistake, there is a defect in a car, which is like it is not able to control the pollution in a certain speed, which is also not legal for many country. So what happened? Because of the assembly line system, they have produces more than 6 lakhs of product in the same way. So same mistake, same fault they can observe in every product. So it is very difficult to handle these types of situations, but these types of situations we can we can observe in the assembly line system. Clear till here? Now the next point. Next point is continuous process. With his name we can easily understand what is the meaning of continuous process. The system where continuously in a repetitive way we are producing the product, it's called continuous process. For example, bread, for example ball pen, for example pencil, because for the same type of product in the same way, in a repetitive way, continuously we are producing in our organization. So these types of system called continuous process. It is a facility which is a product oriented for high volume and low variety production. If we want a same types of product, a single types of product in a bulk, that time we are using the continuous process. The production of the standard product is carried on a flow basis at predetermined rate in continuous manufacturing process. The mass production of stock is constantly carried on in anticipations of demand. Since the production is of standardized products, the project design is constant and the number and sequences of operations do not vary. Or we can say that it not will be changed. It will not change in the near future. The machines are arranged on the basis of product layout. For example, they are arranged in the sequences according to the operation sequences. So the product can be produced in a bulk, so the product output of one operation become the input for the next operation. Like I have explained these things in the first lecture of your production and operation management. The material handling is mechanized and mostly of the conveyor lines. The machine setup is the same for a longer period of time. Generally, the machines are operated by semi-skilled operators and perform specific operations. The entire production line has a fixed production capacity. We know that here the continuous process is the fixed production capacity. There are no possibilities of waiting or rushing in continuous production. The operation cycle time is relatively short even though the production is made on a continuous basis. These types of process is suitable to industries such as steel, paper, refineries, chemical, etc. etc. The first stage of the line, the base frame of the production is made and then other components are added at the other stages of the line as the product moves forward. Thus, it grows on the line and is taken off the final stages of the line. In this process, care needs to be taken to dispatch raw material to the first stage to avoid shortage and delay in production. Clear? Here the characteristics of continuous process, like it is a facility which is product oriented for high volume and low variety production, or we can say that if we want to produce in a bulk, that time continuous process is important. The production of the standard products is carried on a flow basis at the predetermined rate in continuous manufacturing process. Very easy. Third point is the project design is constant, or here we can say that we cannot change the design of the product in every time, but when we have decided the particular fixed product, then it will be for the longer period of time, or it will be the continuous for the change till the change. So number and sequences of operations do not vary. The machines are arranged on the basis of product layout. Yes, on the basis of product layout they are arranging the machineries. Output of one operation becomes the input for the next operations, like whatever point we have discussed in the first lecture of production and operation management wise, like in a machineries wise, like first machineries output is the input for the second machineries, like second machineries output is for the input for the third machineries, etc etc, like that ways. So output of one operations become the input for the next operation. The entire production line has a fixed operation capacity. Yes, the capacity of the production is fixed in a continuous process. Operating cycle time is short because we are producing the repetitive product in a continuous basis and same types of product for the longer period of time, so operating cycle must be shorter than others. Like advantages of continuous process: low unit cost per unit of production. Yes, the production cost is very low because we cannot invest our time in research and development, we cannot invest our time in a different product, but a single types one types of product in a one method producing in a bulk, so that the unit cost must be a less compared to the other varieties of the product. So high level of accurateness and standardized product. Here we are producing the same product on a continuous basis, so we are able to manage maintaining the cost, maintaining the standard of the product in the organization. So it is the high level of accurateness and standardized product. Third advantages is no shortage of intermediate goods, or ultimately we can say that we are producing in a bulk, so how we can face the shortage of the production. Okay, fourth one is material handling is reduced because we are producing the same types of product for the longer period of time in a continuous basis, so that the material handling cost can be reduced. Fifth one, control process is easy. Yes, if we are producing a single types of product in a multiple time, so we can easily analyze where is the difference, which product is not same as other products, so that the control process is very easy. Direct labor requirement is reduced because here we cannot require only high level of the employees, but we require the semi-skilled employees so that they can observe and work in a repetitive works. Okay, fault in the system can be located easily. We can easily find out the mistake in the machineries, we can easily find out the fault in the system where the fault arises, so that here it is the advantages. Fault in the system can be located easily, or we can easily find out the fault in this system. Raw material inventory is low. Raw material inventory is very low because we are producing the same types of product in a bulk, so whatever raw material we are collecting, we are using in this system, so that raw material inventory is low. Few instructions are required. Here very few instructions required because we are producing the same product, repetitive product in a bulk, So there is no need to give too much of instruction to the employees and cannot be handled with the help of the employees instructions. So that we can say that the few instructions required in the production system. Production planning and scheduling is simpler. Planning and schedule is very simple in continuous process. Clear? Disadvantages also. Disadvantages of continuous process. Initial project cost is high because before going to start these types of production system we require lots of machineries or a single types of machineries in a number of quantity, so that the investment in a initial basis is very high compared to others, because the same types of product can we are going to produce, but we require a lots of machineries which can produce the same product. So that here in the initial stage we require to invest very high maintenance expenses. Why high maintenance expenses? Because we are using these machineries continuously in a very high usage, so high maintenance required, because we are producing in a bulk, we are using machineries in an efficient way, so that the machineries maintenance is required, and also employees maintenance required, because they got bored under the same repetitive system. Difficult to change the output rate. Yes, when we have decided the number of quantity we would like to produce in the organization, then we are not able to change these things frequently, but it requires very crucial time or very tough time to change, or it will be difficult for the manager to change these things. High fixed cost and low variable cost. Yes, high fixed cost, because we are investing too much of amount in an initial stage in a machineries, then it will be very low. Other cost will be low compared to the high cost is very, and fixed cost is very high. Fifth one is line balancing is difficult. Here we are producing a single types of product in a layer, so line balancing is very difficult in this types of system. The equipments and machines get outdated very fast, because a single variety of the product we are producing, but nowadays we are observing that systems are rapidly changed, or the technology are rapidly changed in the market. New machineries, new technology arise in the market, so we are not able to accept every time a new technology in this system, so the equipments and machines get outdated very fast. Seventh one, breakdown of one machine result in stoppage of entire line. Like in the first lecture of production and operation management, I have told you that there are four machineries. One machineries output is raw material for the second machinery. Second machinery's output is raw material for the third machineries. Likewise, and at the end, using a fourth machineries, we are getting the finished goods at the end. But if there is a fault in the second machineries, then entire system will stop. If there is a fault in the fourth machineries, then entire system will stop. That's why we can say that breakdown of one machine results in stoppage of entire line. Last point of disadvantages of continuous process is the tasks are monotonous and tedious, એટલે કે કંટાળાજનક છે અને એક સરખી રિપીટેટિવ છે, જે અલ્ટિમેટલી આપણે કહી શકીએ છીએ કે રિપીટેટિવ અને કંટાળાજનક પ્રોસેસ છે. That's all for today's lecture. Next lecture we will learn project process. Okay, if any students have any doubts in this question, so then feel free to ask. Okay, in this lecture what we have learned about the continuous process and assembly line modular process. So everyone should learn this point very carefully. Okay, that's all for today's lecture. Next point we will learn in the next lecture. Thank you.